Hey everyone, is anybody hearing me or seeing me? Let me know. Okay, cool. I'm seeing, I'm at least seeing myself, and that's good enough. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tea with Artem. Even though today I'm actually choosing to go with a little bit of coffee. Is it dirty on both sides? Terrible, terrible, nasty word. Nasty. What's up, Roger Cunningham? Yo, Roger, can you stop shaving your head and looking all big, man? Why are you all aggressive, man? I look like me now. Come on, man. Can't do that. Can't do that. What's up, Tony Rizzo? Yeah, so let me guys know who watched East versus West yesterday. What's going on? What you guys thoughts? Let's talk about that. Let me pull this thing up over here. Poof. I have my little thing here in Photoshop. Now, I want to talk about it around here. Can I see a chat somehow? Oh yeah, I can see chat over here. Cool. So I think that's all the matches from yesterday, right? I heard that girls. Can I change the size? Yeah, I heard these girls. I missed it. I like we're so careful, but I heard these girls got into hair pulling at some point. Can somebody tell me, was it before, after? Like I kind of want to see. Um, Comic and Battaglia was good. F1. So, but let's talk about something I seen and want to talk about. But this was crazy. I think. Um, Margarine and Yoshi was really good. The Yoshi's ability to, I don't know if it's like a result of like years of injuries or what, but his ability to stay up top of your hand, have the pronation, kind of negotiate the side pressure too by that. Having the hand control, it's neat. It's scary. Like all those old school dudes that have that, you know, arthritis like pronation. It's crazy. Like Yoshi, Titan, Bob Brown, Roger Cunningham, all those masters and dudes ready to retire. um, Before during the face off. Oh, okay. That's I wanted to see. Okay. Mm, so yeah, Yoshi was insane over here, and so this match I wasn't sure about. Snizhana, I was betting on Snizhana because I think it was hard to bet against Snizhana. Uh, Yoshi and Petro. Not sure what exactly. I mean, hard to get. I was gonna say I bet better than Yoshi. So, but Yoshi was gangster, man. Mindaugas and Danil Ustinov over here. This thing right here, man. Mindaugas was in insane shape, and well, yeah, you can say that because we kind of know Daniel's level, and Daniel's pretty good. You can kind of seen that before, so hard. Anyhow, what I'm trying to say that the last round from Mindaugas was just straight up disrespectful, just disrespectful. Like the shit, it took a second for Coltrane to dub the translation, but man, I was here translating in my house, and boy, I I did not like. I've cared about the Smash from the point that it's it's a good match. Like me and August was talking like very confident shit on the internet. Like you can, it was neat to see all of that. But then you see how, I mean, y'all see what happened yesterday. All I can think of, I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure either A, I looked better against Mindaugas, or B, Mindaugas at least didn't make me look like that much of a trash bag. So thank you, sir. Regardless, 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 Mindaugas, thank you. I appreciate you for being either not as strong that day or not as mean. But yeah, wild. I was definitely going with Mindaugas. Oh, Sergey and Matt Mask. Now this is extremely weird. Matt Mask won. I was. Can I change the colors? I guess. Because I was going with Sergey, and that didn't work out for me at all. And that's a little confusing. I know Matt said that that his left shows up sometimes and all that, but man, Sergey did like pretty bad work out of Travis there, out of I think he pulled okay with Devon too. I think somebody else like Sergey had great left-handed performances. Matt's, I don't know. Like I get it. Like I got whooped by Matt, but I've seen what happened that day in the after pool with Matt. Not just me, but somebody else. And I'm like, man, yeah, I know Matt is not that cool left-handed. Matt sometimes not with a cool right-handed, man. Come on. But dude, I don't know. This was confusing. This is great for Matt Mask. Um, this is 250 pounds, and listen, I'm still having my impression of left-handed arm wrestling and Matt and all that. I think Paul Talbot will beat Sergey now, like because I'm pretty sure Paul will beat Matt, and so forth and so forth. So all those left-handed dudes, um, I don't know, they need to tighten up, man. Come on, like this is now more confusing than it ever was. Thank you to Matt Mask. But whatever, it is what it is. I mean, good win for Matt. Good match, and it's funny how like looking at the match and how the night continued on. People were saying how it's match of the night and all that, and Matt will guarantee to get some type of match of the night idea. And what am I trying to say? It's like it's almost too easy for him. You know what I'm saying? Like Matt doesn't have to do anything but start winning, and everybody is so hyped. I've never seen, I guess, such a support from the audience to where you probably don't need to know Matt, but if you see him lose, you kind of feel for him, right? He kind of show you that like disappointment and sadness, and once he's winning, he's showing it to you, and like even though it's aggressive, but you kind of feel that energy, like that. You kind of like hell yeah, like I want to see more of that, right? Because some people are yelling and they're winning, and you kind of want it to be over. But Matt, you're like hell yeah, show me more. So yeah, I don't know something interesting about Matt's energy when he's winning, regardless if you do know him or not. So that's something that was interesting to see yesterday because I feel like it's another match winning the match where he was predicted to be a loser and all that, and like there was nothing new and crazy and yelling, but yet the energy hits you every time. So yes, definitely was wrong in this one. Dadikyan and Kamil. Also, not sure my prediction on here, but there was obviously an idea that the Vit may win this. I've talked about the day before the card, and I did say that it is very important for Kamil to win this one, being a super heavyweight. I'm saying it's his weight class. David is coming up from being healthier, gaining weight. He can come down. So for Camilo, I think it was important to defend that. He did not defend that. And I've seen the whole shoulder thing. Um, there's problems with refereeing a little bit. Like I've tried to rewatch that match, what happened there with Camille, and I think you need to set shoulders hard before you give them fouls. Like they keep moving back and forth the whole time. They're like the line, that straight line was not established. Like I feel like at all, right? Like you put them in directly, you tap them in the shoulders, you let them know, right? But there's entire movement, especially from people like Ibrahim and Kamil and everybody who wants to do some of that inside movement, right? There's a lot of shoulder movement forward. There's a lot of not commitment even, but shoulder movement, and that's why I don't like. I'm not a fan of the whole like starting up with a king, starting up with, like not square. We need to. We may not start square, but we need to be equal enough to be not square because one of us is not one of us. There's a clear advantage to that, right? And when you're allowing both people to take the advantage, like I don't know, like there's mental parts, okay? Like go to some social experience what happened when you let people have too much freedom and control over each other, okay? It's not good. It's not good. You need to have some type of protocols and disciplines, okay? So with that being said, from viewer's point of view and the camera of changes, you don't really maybe see what exactly happened every second, but I feel like both of the dudes' shoulders need to be established really hard and have a straight line, and then you can see what's up. Because Camille's shoulder goes back and forth every frame. Like, it's like, right. At what point was he told not to do that? Like, is it just freedom for all? Because like, David didn't really mind. David didn't mind like the second round or whatever. That was kind of went terrible too. So I don't know. I think there is once again there's not a referee mistake necessarily, but there's job as a referee is non as clear as it can be. There's a lot going on, so there's some type of what am I trying to say? System mistake. That's what it is. So I think the rules need to be hardened, need to be stricter, more rigid, and then we can talk about stuff. And then we can follow Camille faster actually. And like the score doesn't really change for Camille because I think if you let Camille have his shoulder sway further, it will cause him to take more losses, perhaps, right? And change something technical. But that shoulder does need to be in the back for sure. It was not, you know, the match was not super clean, as you can say. However, it does seem a little funny where we are at this professional level of arm wrestling, and professional meaning professional. Professional here, we mean that WAF, IFA, they are amateur competitions, right? Um, in in the competition sense, over right, money versus titles, and the problem with our amateur competitions are strict rules. The fact that people can travel with team to team to another country, spend thousands of dollars, and get and you can get whooped by fouls, by technical things, right? By all those little things, and we kind of as fans don't want to see that. So now we somewhere, and but that's amateur level. We watch it for free. We compete for free. I mean, it costs you to compete. Saying that's why it's amateur. Now we are somewhere where athletes don't pay, right? They kind of get paid regardless if they win or lose. There's difference in the bag if you win it for sure. So, but that's not in consideration no more. But fans, we do pay to watch that. So, are we really paying to watch guys really don't pin each other and it gets settled on fouls and technicalities, or like, isn't that what amateur arm wrestling is for? As of worlds and all the other stuff that's we watch for free, and there's no money to be won by competitors. So, don't know. There's some there's something to be thought about, like making things more rigid so the things are clear. However, let the guys arm wrestle all in the same time. I know it's contradictory, but I think the format that we have now, it's clearly there's issues where athletes not happy, fans are not happy. I don't know. So anyway, I'm not sure where I was, but David won this one. Oleg and Mr. Toms. What's up, Iowa Free Press? What's up, James Clark? Kalina pulled Travis right? That's terrible. Who said that one up? Did Travis lose to somebody left handed? That's what I'm trying to see. Who Travis didn't Travis had a left handed comeback too? That he did not win? Now that I'm reading comments, I'm a little lost. Anyway, you guys let me know. But I thought Sergey and Travis were right handed. But my question is, who did Travis put left handed? Because I'm pretty sure Travis did do left handed thing, right? If not, if not, we can still beg him for a comeback. That's terrible. Anyhow, Oleg and Tom's Rozits. I was going with Oleg, and oh, that's kind of hateful. I was going with Oleg, and dude, I can never predict Tom's properly. Like when I pulled him myself, I was thinking he doesn't have much arm, and hand is like whatever. I would not really be contesting that. Like it seemed like will be a little bit overwhelming. It seemed overwhelming, but arm was seemed like there's a problem there. And we have to pull a little bit, I think, before that with opposite arm, pretty sure. And like, if I could get inside, I feel like there was the same reading, right? From what I'm, from what I'm understanding from the past. So that was my assumption. Then we pulled, and I mean, I got whooped, but the hand felt so non-threatening, right? So I predicted this match go in the same fashion to where Tom's hand will be a problem. However, his hand looked there. I mean, his top of the hand was not there pretty much, right? Like Oleg has a lot of control, but his actual wrist, it wasn't a match. But just could not get anything really out of Oleg in this time in this bout. Corey. Got you. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it was the king of the table thing. Not sure. Very sad. And hey, now you guys see. Dude, I don't know if it's allowed, but Andre posted that he won World Series arm wrestling yesterday and he beat Corey. I'm pretty sure you're not maybe it's new, maybe like it's whatever, but I'm pretty sure you were not allowed to post World Series of arm wrestling results. That was the problem. That was a problem personally for me, and I think for a lot of people not knowing what the thing is, that you don't know how much money you're winning, who's going what and where, but if it's allowed, I think it's a good, finally good turn for Greg, right? Because if somebody wants to send it for Greg Sharp, and if that's he's doing the switch, because that's something me and Travis probably will have told him like what 3 4 years ago, 5 years ago when whole World Series of arm wrestling have started. You I mean it cannot be as underground as it is, plus with the product being as niche as it is, and niche being a nice way of saying like it's not a great product and it's not posted on the greatest platforms, right? Like either give me a badass YouTube documentary that kids now can do 24 hours, right? Or fuck, let people record everything. Let moms, daughters post everything. Let the thing be huge. Like this is probably the first time ever people people in your town can probably be like, "Oh, have you heard about the thing?" Because you know you mentioned to majority of people, "Hey, this weekend is World Series of Arm Wrestling. They paying out like 100 grand." Like that's crazy, and that thing been going on for years. So If they're not finding it out, if and Andrew not gonna get in trouble, oh, that's a good thing for Greg. If not, no kings. Okay, Gabby and Barbora did not get to watch that match, but I did hear that Barbora absolutely destroyed Gabby there. Um, Fortunately or unfortunately, like, I think both women have the same charisma and love from the fans. So, um, I know me. I'm pretty sure me and Travis just better than that, like out of the argument. So we can do that, but I was not sure. Okay. Oleg and Nugo. Hmm. Pretty sure me and Travis also flip flopped. Did I talk to? I must have talked about it on a Friday. That was one of the interesting matches I wanted to see. Pretty sure I was okay with Oleg. I was going with Oleg to win that, and he did. That was really impressive too. No, oh, that's actual impressive match. Todd Hutchings and Irakli, and I've said what I've said. Because I remember that one. I thought, obviously the age and time is with Irakli, but the where it is and considering everything, I thought his best chance will be in Georgia, in his home country with the support and everything. Switzerland, not so much, and Todd proved that, and in very, very dominant passion, incredible, just hardcore masterclass. Like that was a lot. That was a lot from Todd. Like the precision, how well he did, how the same Irakli did, pretty much like as far as technical part of it. Like it seemed like he fits into like in Todd's trash talk. You know what I mean? He gets into the biceps curl position. He will lose his wrist to get into better biceps curl position, but just it's like he's trying to do same things on same preparation, right? And that's crazy because he has ability to switch it up. He switched it up a little bit, attacked him, thought a little bit proper, but not sure if he really prepped for that, right? Like because it seems like his attacking and everything else in between is just so kind of not new. It's all the same, and that did not work. You either have to be so much stronger than Todd, but you also have to have some type of lane established. But that lane that Irakli was showing us kind of was not effective the first couple times. Irakli said he changed things for this one. He sure did. I think he lost faster. uh, Man, where's this guy at? What you guys think? We about to get to the last two. What's you guys was favorite match of the night? Let me go back. Let me go back. Where the Photoshop is at? Okay, this Photoshop can I like? Okay. I'll stop. Anyhow, Dave Chaffee and Ibrahim Sagov. At this point, I've got a message this morning saying that Ibrahim really think that he can beat huge Todd Hutchings, and I'm like, man, yeah, there's truth to that statement. Dave is big Todd, but I think is less of understanding of what's happening, but with the same style and power, even more style, more power, less style, just more brutal strength. So, but Dave looked good. Dave's elbow looked good. His um what am I trying to say? Like his tilting downwards motion, like everything was so beautiful. Like it's not very precise in his starts and stuff, but as the match goes, as Dave establishes his lane, proper motion, super strong, like kicking it in, like smooth. Very bad matchup for Ibrahim. Very good matchup for Dave, all in all. And also, like I'm saying, there can be a lot said, like we talked about Kamil and Dadikyan, like that shoulder motion that coming in there. That a lot of that is happening, and when you're really strong that day, you will let a lot of that thing slide because it was a proper setup. With a proper setup against a press, unless you arm wrestling somebody like that has just incredibly like lightning speed. But once you can lock in your setup against the press, you don't mind them going first. They kind of have to go first so they can get out of the shoulder faster. Because if they're not going, they're gonna stay locked in. So you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna let it go. So it's important for the referees and for the rules to establish where that shoulder line is at and what are we doing. And why is my camera went black? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Why my camera black? Why is you black? Last time I fried my camera, it kind of went exactly similar fashion. All right, we're back, guys. We're back. We're back. Oh, okay. We have a couple comments. Let me guys know. Like, y'all discuss with each other who you guys got for your favorite match. Let me finish it up over here with Jerry and Vitali. But yeah, Dave won this one. Was probably a fair bet for everybody. I mean, so far, Sergey and Matt was so unpredictable for me. That was so bad. But okay, Vitali and Jerry. That's obviously all Jerry's matches. Jerry has so much potential, and it depends on so many things probably. But you always have hope for him. You always have hope for Jerry to do something great, and he did not that day. And I only predicted it like a Friday before, like just kind of seeing, I don't know, like I was just talking trash, but kind of Jerry, you look fun, relaxed, and having a good time. So kind of seemed like Vitaly was on the mission. So mm, Alex Topro said that this is the worst um beating Jerry ever gotten since I went in comments. I'm like worse than the bond, but I'm not sure. Then the bond did him just as good, just as easy. So out of everything that just happened here, I do want to tell you guys one thing. I was well, actually, fuck, we didn't get to watch all that anymore. Where we at? So, kind of a funny story, actually. Um, um, I asked Roman a couple days ago if he can bet on one of the matches for me. I'm like, hey man, can you just throw $50 like on something like, because you have the card to do that for like that betting website. And he goes, yeah, I mean, sure. What do you want to do? I'm like, well, I don't know. Can you throw $50 on, I don't know, put 50 on Sergey versus Matt because I think that's the easiest one to predict. And Roman comes back to me saying like, "You're only gonna get $11. It's not worth it whatsoever." I'm like, "Oh." And to which I was just replying, "Oh, okay. Well, if you $11 not worth it, can you send me $11? Since you got 11, everybody that got $11 to say like that, cash app them to me, PayPal. Like, I'll take $11. I'm I'm not opposed to $11. $11 just as good to me as $100 or 1,000. I'll take free $11 every single time. So that was on the bet I asked Roman to make. He did not want to do it because he seemed to be not worth it. And at the end of the day, that's the only bet that I will have made and the only bet that I will have lost my money on. According to this scenario, because um, everything kind of went as far as I remembered, when is what I predicted, except that one match I did not. I wanted to bet on and will have lost my money. So I appreciate Roman for not taking my money and telling me it's not worth it. Out of all the matches to bet on, yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay, so let me read what you guys said. How easily Mindaugas and Vitali won their matches, total domination. Yeah, for sure. Mindaugas was aggressive, and Vitali, like I was just trying to say, he Vitali kind of what I was trying to say. Vitali had the options to make match look better or worse, right? Like there, sometimes to a stronger opponent, you can kind of test yourself because like you know what you're doing. You know if you can lucky or not. You know if if you do something differently, it'll be harder for you also, right? Like there's a arm wrestling is two people, right? Like you can make it look like it's it's all far apart, right? But if you know, right, like it could be closer somewhere else, right? If you give it the opportunity, sometimes you just as strong to it does not matter. You see these people that like, they'll top roll everybody, right? They'll top roll a hooker 2 3 times, and the last match, all right, let's go into your technique. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Like, oh man, I could have hooked you this whole time. Boom, right? And it goes on and goes on. So, uh, in that case, Vitalik could have probably top rolled Jerry and let him like get that flop in, but and that will make match look so much differently. But he did not. He did his homework. This camera is keep dying me. Uh, he did his homework and he did what he had to do against Jerry, like in a proper way. So, oh, why the messages coming through? I thought my notifications off. Anyhow, um, yes, good comment. Yoshi, okay, yeah. I mean, I had to rewatch it this morning. Yoshi was impressive because when I was told he won, I'm like, man, how? Like, cause he's grinding. You know what I mean? It's not like as easy, but man, really good, really good. Um, a lot of control. Gives you a lot of hope because like I'm super achy right now, and I've gotten achy like all throughout my career, and I was like all this like whenever you're in so much collective pain, you feel like giving up, and now like I'm 30, and I'm like man, I'm so old. My career's about to be over. Like I hear my joints like I hear my joints now. Like that's how crazy it is. Like I've never had that before. And I'm thinking about like, man, like it's about to retire. But then I see like Yoshi's still doing it, Devin's still doing it, Todd Hutch. I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. How old are they? Oh, I got another 20 years. We're good, we're good, we're good. Not only that, too, you always have time to keep doing what you're doing, right? If you can find how it's not super hard on you. But we even have room now to progress at that time and space. So that's crazy. Not crazy, but you know, motivating and liberating in a way, right? You don't have to sit here and be all like negative about it. Oh man, my elbow's not feeling good. I have to retire. Like, no, man, you need a break. Stem cell shot. All right. Match of the night was Kanai. Very exciting to watch. Okay, a lot of people going for Yoshi. Uncle Top, my fave. Love it. Yoshi, real threat to anyone. Like, yeah, don't want to pull Yoshi. That's for sure. I just love that Dave seems so much healthier than he was. Strong future instead of rough decline. Yeah, yeah, you know what? You're right, because we did wrote off Dave there for certain chapter of all our lives, I guess, right? And he's kind of back, healthier, different weight class, maybe what he needed, because he's really big for the weight class also, and there's a competition there now too. Ooh. There was no point in the third match Todd versus Irakli. Top proved that to everyone. That's a good point also. So hopefully we don't see that one for a little while. Yoshi's arm lock needs to become a meme. It's a good T-shirt. It's a good T-shirt. Really, T-shirt of arm that goes into a Japan handband. Something, something. Hit the like. Yes, guys. Hit the like, watch the ads, subscribe. I appreciate all the support. Buy, subscribe, the like button. Vitaly complete destroy Jerry. Yeah. Iowa Free Press. I'm 46 and stronger than I've ever been. I respect that. That's what is that? Yeah, forgive me for this. I think someone called. By the way, guys, if you speak through your diagram and not through your throat is very narrow, but through your diagram, it's more opening and more demanding. Matt's left arm seems better than his right. Nah, man, come on. I think Matt's Matt's stages of life become better or worse. I think he will have done good right and left arm yesterday. Sometimes not. Do you think Jerry should reconsider something about his approach? I don't know anything about Jerry to say everything in this way. And first of all, what I actually probably have never said about Jerry Cadorette, every time I meet Jerry, because I've met Jerry a couple times, and every time, like, where we probably had one-on-one time, like probably been once or twice, right? Ever since then, whenever I see Jerry, I glance at him, like he has always given me a lot of respect and a lot of like he's super nice to me. So then I go back on my little podcast and I talk a little trash about how Jerry you're gonna lose this or this. I always feel bad because every time I see Jerry in person, he's the nicest dude I see at the tournaments, right? So that's one thing. Two, like I'm saying, I don't know much about Jerry as far as his training, as far as his commitment, as far as practicing, all the things. I'm not from the area, right? I mean, we on East Coast, like that's the best I can do. That's one thing. Well, two, three, or whatever. So with that being said, I don't know. Probably from the outsider looking in, I don't know how committed Jerry really is. And like I said it as a joke on a Friday, but I think that's, humans' assumptions of another human is accurate 75% of the time. So I may bet that, you know, maybe Jerry can go harder. I think is that a fair assessment? Maybe not. Maybe Jerry's going as hard as humanly possible. Can we all say that about ourselves? For sure. You can always look at yourself and I can fix this, I can do this, I can do this. So that's for Jerry to know. And especially Jerry had the same style too. And same thing of attack. Like his approach, in my opinion, whatever he is doing doesn't have to change. It just seems like the approach needs to be there, needs to be harder. I don't know. I don't know. If they're at the top of the his toolbox, it'll be crazy. Everyone will have to Grabbing hello. Mm, I mean, true. Jerry's arm extremely long. Anything, and he will probably topple you also in the practice, right? Not that at his level he doesn't have that. Probably does, but not something he can just go and do something against a professional level arm wrestler one on one. Um, too established to ask something crazy. James Clark, I think James would be the closest person to ask. He trains shoulder roll too much. He never goes into flop of the go anymore. Well, I'm not sure. Just from my perspective, also from my view of training, you will not train flop either. I think flop is really just what happens. You don't want to flop. You don't want to train your flop. You always want to shoulder roll. You always want to do that. Flop is really what happens when your roll does not work. So I don't know if that's a specific level of training. That's something Michael Todd does. Michael trains very specific spots he ends up at instead of not being there. I think Jerry overestimated himself against both LeBron and Vitali. I don't know if he's overestimating himself, but you probably will go as hard as you can or able to when those things do happen. It just are they happening at the I that's what I'm. You know what? That's probably the best way to put it. Are those matches right now? Are they in the best life for Jerry? Because, like I'm saying, I feel like Jerry is like life is good. Wife is good. Kids are killing it. Job's good. Like, you're not gonna be as hungry as the dude that like might need that money too. Might need that win for the hometown. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jerry's hunger for an arm wrestling win was probably bigger earlier on, right? Right now, it's great to have those opportunities, but I think the personal timing of people's life probably not there, right? Like, how much can you make it matter for you now? That's kind of what makes weird athletes weird. Like betting it all on like this little thing we worry about. I'm saying he never up on the flop. He tries to hold his shoulder roller. He loses his whole time arm because of it. He never tries anything different. He did the same thing as Alex Levan Vitali. The difference was it worked on Alex, and when it didn't work against Levan Vitali, he did not try something different. Well, it's kind of hard to do something different when people like pulling you properly. You know what I'm saying? And when you are probably stronger than them, right? Alex probably was not the strongest Jerry, and Levan and Vitali were stronger and also pulled him more proper. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly Alex and Jerry how did that one go stylistically? Wasn't that one that went pretty quick? Should not have tried to cop taking Vitali out of all people. Should just flop right around. Well, guys, I don't know if Jerry had that option. I don't think Jerry was really trying to do all that when Vitali's arm was not doing this. Like it's okay. It's one thing when Vitali is actually like trying to topple you, but Vitali was copping in inside. What do you want Jerry to do? He go even under break his arm? Like he has one option, and Vitali took that option. Like that, the options for Jerry exist if one person top rolls. That one person did not top roll. Like he went in. So how do you flop? How do you flop down there? Are you being Dallas Langston and just gonna end up like going backwards? How do you flop? Thank you for coming in. Just old Joe, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I mean, don't work too hard or gotta get to work done. So maybe not at your actual job because it's a Sunday, man. You gotta relax a little bit. But yeah, work done. I understand. That's why I'm here. I'm talking to you guys, my type of work, but then also gonna be doing my normal Sunday activities, cleanings, taking care of the plants, and all the other fun stuff. Jerry literally helped Vitaly get what he wants when he tries to shoulder roll. I have to rewatch the match. Cause am I wrong to by saying that like there was not option for Jerry to flop? Can Devin and Michael Todd do the same to Jerry now? Well, Devin was doing the same thing to Jerry for forever. Michael, no, Michael's training, Michael's everything is wrong to attack somebody. Well, no, he does do that, but it does not stick to anybody that's able to like stop his mid press, and then he has to go out and flop. So Devon being able to do that to Jira for a minute now, he figured that out that you cannot just be stronger, you just have to be trickier and do the same thing to Jerry. But no, Michael gonna try, but will commit to the King's move. We're gonna have another long ass match. Bro, I understand that, but he gonna try to slip in some way. Okay, I can see that. I can. It's a good comment. It's a good comment. I respect that. Vitalis P was probably the main thing shaking down the flop of head, I guess. Yeah, I will assume if there was no like, I'll have to. I mean, I have to go rewatch it real quick to see if Jerry attempted to any type of running. But yeah, that will be a way to do something, right? Run out. Well, okay, I don't know. Well, you're gonna run out, and then what? And then Jerry gonna have to top roll because the other guy is actually pressing him. Like it's hard, man. Like once you got the key to beat Jerry, yeah, I don't know. He did not really have to think of Plan B. I think that many times. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guy. I don't know. Maybe Jerry does need to do that. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we need to get Jerry's. Well, no, I mean, actually, I was supposed to say like maybe we need to get Jerry's opponents that can guarantee to be him in a good match. Vitali was a guarantee. Vitali was a guarantee to not to actually figure it out and just go back to his top role and give us that long terrible last match. But nope, nope. Decided to be smart about it. So yes, yes, yes. Jerry does need the King's move up his sleeve for sure, for sure. That will help. That will help. That will help. That's what I'm saying. Because that's like once they're in the straps, what are we doing? So I think right, like yeah, little King's move, or the King's move, get the flap that wrist, slowly go back. Yeah, because King's move to flap to press, it is that outside transition. He's emotionally attached to being the flop press guy, and he won't even try something different. At least for slipping, not in the real rounds. I was about to say the age part of Jerry and all that, and how we age and aggression to want to do all these cool things. However, yeah, slipping. I will agree with you. Slipping will go there, like trying to do the best to get to your position, right? Because like getting into the traps, it's a strategy because you will perform. You cannot flop without a strap technically. So yeah, you have to. If you can get there naturally, your second plan should be getting there somehow, running, doing whatever. So yeah, I agree with you guys. All right, so Jerry's MTU, well, 5 for 6, or you cannot do all-time classic. Is a point we haven't seen much in a while. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If you're choosing to beat the guy instead of like being in a war with him, that's gonna be a little bit harder. You think Kamil could have won? No, no, sir. He only really did good because there was not a lot of control over his shoulders, for sure. Uh, if the referee was more strict, Kamil is not there at all. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Kamil loses those matches with even better refereeing. Shittier refereeing, more looser things. Sure, he could have gotten away with a lot of stuff, but yeah, if the better quality of that match gets, harder it is for Kamil to win. Are there any matches that surprised you? Yeah, the Matt Mask and Sergey did for sure. Everything else was kind of like given or good, but man, Matt being there in general was crazy. That's A. B. How strong Mindaugas was, and how also precise and strong Tadzilla was. That was all interesting, but surprisingly, shockingly, obviously Sergey and Matt. I think there's also better understanding of on arm wrestling in general. When Jerry dominated, a few people understood how to counter the technique. For sure, for sure. Even if when you the thing is even when you do is your ego gonna allow you to do that, right? Because it's your ego comes into play, your skill comes into play, your power comes into play, like a lot of the things. Like, um, are you even able to? Right? I know how to fight press. I didn't do it in that way, right? Like, if you're way stronger, that is the way to do it. But I do it a little bit different, all right? But it works if I commit to it, and if I'm a little stronger too. Doesn't work for none of the, like I you'll get beat if you don't get committed to it, and also if you not that power wise. So yeah, for sure, arm wrestling have grown in that department, and people will learn to trust and adapt. I think we're gonna see Tadzilla versus Petrenko, but I don't know at what weight. Yeah, that is good. I think it will be hard for them to find Rustam again or get to Rustam's match. Because I think that's what Todd wanted, right? And Oleg wanted Todd. So I think that's more possible if that's what people really want. I mean, I want to see that one for sure. Guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second, but before I go, I do wanna. Uh, did you see what Petro said to Yoshi? Apparently, he said you're not strong in Russian. Nah, I get to rewatch it. I did not see that match in details from the beginning. I rewatched it today. Guys, before I go, because last time I promoted this, so we're gonna do it again. I have this school link that I posted. It's my little arm wrestling school. Um, I just post stuff on there. I everybody arm wrestling beginners, not beginners. I encourage everybody to join in there. It's free. I just talk arm wrestling and kind of be more, beginner oriented and talking about goals and the mental part of it and just training, everything arm wrestling, more personal talks about the arm wrestling development. This damn camera. So if you're part of school communities or whatever, or if you're not, just if you want to watch more personalized arm wrestling content, that's not as beautiful. Please go crazy, join the school thing. Other than that, you guys enjoy your Sunday. I'm gonna try to get this next weekend, like this upcoming up. I'm going to Utah to partake in this underground event against a bunch of people. Probably will not do as beautiful, however, I'll do my best. So please support me, join me, watch me traveling. But hopefully this week also will get a couple people here on more episodes and have some guests here, right? Been talking to Jeremy Parker, to Auden, so see how I can get so we can get this show on the road. But anyhow, thank you for joining me today. Y'all have a great Sunday. One more comment: we need Irakli versus Todd in 2060 when Irakli has a 400 kilo curl. 2060, 2025, 40. What's Irakli gonna be like into like his 70s? And Todd gonna be yeah, Todd's gonna be 100 and I don't want to think about it, man. All right, y'all have a good day, man. It was a good Sunday.